When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another SEC rival, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. The Vols will kick it off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking to throw, it's Boley. It's complete to the left. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble.
Man, those are bad. Here's defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Using the quick game. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something that you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
Wrestled down at the 26, it's a gain of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
A first down run on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Trying to barrel in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
I love the aggressiveness early by this offense. 4th and goal, no problem. Putting the drive together, staying aggressive, and they get rewarded.
I like just paying the drive off, too, because it's the opening drive of the game. You've marched it down the field. You want to come away with a touchdown, right? Maybe the decision-making there for the coaches, listen, even if we don't get it, our defense is out in good field position. There's a lot of football left to go. We can make up for it later. I love the aggressive play call.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. To the air, it's Aguilar. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose. He's at the... and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Motion from the wideout. With jet sweep pass. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Boley. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Touchdown, Kentucky. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He's got it along the sideline. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Vols! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over Stanford. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Dropping back, it's Boley. He fires to the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Thanks to grab. Hard running there. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Really wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
It's complete. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
It's really tough on offenses, but defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Boley. He makes the grab. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. The give to the tailback. Turning it on. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Bought a little time. Lets it go. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to start the drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Staley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Matthews. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. To the air. It's Aguilar. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully. Forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield, man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board. Touchdown, Wildcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry up. To the air on first down. Looking for the score. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The last time they had it, a thing of beauty. Did whatever they want, run, pass, and wound up in the end zone.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Gives it on the option. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Boley. Steps away to find some room. The throw. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on you on second down.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll take it himself. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
How good has this offense been on 4th down, converting all 3 times, and they're lining up to go for it again. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. These guys are owning fourth down, their fourth conversion of the game.
Killing it, and 4 for 4. I mean, they're understanding what they are, who they are, how they're going to do things, and apparently they're going to go for it on fourth down. So defensively, you better get ready. You better make sure that you understand every single possession is 4 down territory.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Looking downfield, it's Boley. Good timing on the quick out. He gets so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
What's the heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a crease, it's Patterson. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Looking to throw. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB, and you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Under fire. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. From the gun on third down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Staley. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Got a man, it's Staley. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. He lofts it high, playing deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Another incompletion on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Wide open downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Wants to throw again. Grab near the marker, it's Staley. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Non-native receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So trailing by 2 possessions late, they need a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Old Dominion is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 22 over Appalachian State. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. He wants to change this route. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Gilmore. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The play action fake. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Kentucky has time on its side, and they'll take every second of it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gilmore. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Now the toss. Shakes off the defender. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative.
And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor. And they can forget that.
Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to throw, it's Boley. The screen, he can go. Powers through the defender. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Looking to scramble. He'll go down in a bit of an unusual way to bring this game to a close. The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page.